You're watching the GEICO ESPN High School Basketball Showcase. We welcome you to Newcastle, Indiana, and the largest high school gym in the world. First for New Albany, Romeo Langford ranks second in the ESPN 60, the class of 2018. Here in the young season, averaging 26 points a game. And for Lumiere, 5 Division I players in their starting 5. Brian Bowen, the highest ranked player, number 13.
A lot of coaches wouldn't mind all that talent, Ted.
Starting lineup, Jaren Jackson, the Michigan State signee, and a fellow Division I player, Jacob Epperson. Romeo Langford on the board early. Bowen working the baseline, too strong this time, but an offensive rebound by Epperson, the Australian, and Jaren Jackson ends up with the bucket.
And that's where those guys have to dominate the paint. Jackson's dad
is here. Jaren won an NBA championship with the Spurs in '99. Langford, his second, passes up the 3. Leitstra, an open look for Isaiah Hibbert, who knocks down the triple. Jackson off the bounce, and he finishes with the left hand.
In the white.
In his first year with Lumiere, after 3 years with Porte Tutor in Indianapolis. Langford, 2 more. The junior putting on a clinic here in the early going.
Watch Lang, one in the red, the back cut, the alley-oop dunk, great read, catch and finish. That time the pull-up
for Lumiere. 5-point lead for New Albany, defending state champion in the largest classification in Indiana, Class 4A. Jacob Epperson off the feed. Williams visited practice on Monday. Jordan Poole, sharpshooter, headed to Michigan, missed the 3, but Epperson cleans things up. In the corner, Brian Bowen. Poole, catch and shoot, that's his game, and he connects.
He usually wins the game of the catch and shoot. Outstanding long range, number 2 in the white. And he'll play for John Beeline at Michigan.
So Lumiere has its first lead at 11-9.
Great defense by Bowen.
Langford still hits, falling away.
That's a one-on-one game you could watch all night.
Tie ball game, late first quarter. Bowen trying to match. He hits, and he's positionless, right?
Yeah, he really is, and he's got a list of 5 schools right now.
Campbell after the block at the other end in the sophomore class. It's a 12-2 run for Lumiere. And the lead balloons with another Campbell deuce. Here's Langford with 5 seconds, guarded by Bowen. Screen by Hunter. Langford's got to hurry. Lost his balance, and New Albany doesn't get a shot away. Great defense by Lumiere to close out
that open deep shot.
That foul was on Paxson Wojcik, a sophomore, is the son of Doug Wojcik, an assistant at Gonzaga, former head coach at Tulsa.
Clever player once he gets into the lane.
Hugh Shannon loves his handles. 2 at the point guard spot. Isaiah Coleman-Lands there. Coming up at the steal is Jordan Poole. Poole, the future Michigan Wolverine. Long 3-pointer, and he cans it.
Lumiere. I said, what'd you talk about on the way home for 4 hours? I said, I wondered why he scheduled the game.
Brian tugs Bowen, and the Lakers are now doubling up New Albany. Jackson the block inside. Jackson leading the break himself, and he lays it in with the left hand. How about this sequence?
The block, the push, keeps his head up and eyes up. Nobody stops the ball. Simple, effective layup. Multiple efforts by Jaren Jackson. Outstanding, headed to Michigan State.
As the Lakers are starting to separate. Langford, rebound collected by Kobe Stanton off the bench for New Albany. Julian Hunter had it stripped from behind by Brian Bowen.
Campbell. You can trust this guy.
And the lob to Jaren Jackson. For his 10 points, the rest of the team has 5. And Langford tried to shuttle it off. It was stolen by Jaren Jackson. Grant Buechler in off the bench for Lumiere.
He'll be the all-time leading scorer at New Albany when it's all said and done. He should be close to 3,000 points.
Bowen rising up for 3.
In my mind, one of the best players to come out of the state of Indiana.
No doubt about it. Langford has Jackson on him, stepping away for 3, and he connects.
That was so deep that Jaren Jackson just put his head down for a minute.
14 of 19 for New Albany. Bowen hits the bullseye on another triple himself.
He's got ultra versatility.
Fills up the box score at both ends. Langford challenged at the rim. Jackson once again on the dribble, setting up Bowen for another three. Lalamiere's last game Saturday against Westbury Christian from Houston. That was a 91-44 blowout. Langford and one. Epperson was there along with Wojcik, and it didn't matter.
Watch Romeo Langford. He navigates the pick and roll. He splits it. The jump stop. Strong.
Langford has scored New Albany's last 11 points. Just trying to keep them afloat. Wow. Jordan Poole, how about that three? Not just a catch and shoot guy, developing his game. Hibbert shovels it in for New Albany, plus the foul.
Campbell has the vision.
Campbell says sometimes on the court he feels like he's in the matrix with his vision. He's not shy. Hibbert hanging in the lane.
The superintendent of schools in Newcastle.
There's Bowen doing work inside at this point. Five-star recruit. Langford step back three over Coleman-Lands and a swish for Langford.
Over Coleman-Lands. You can't see over Jaren Jackson.
Here's Jackson on the block. Langford hitting the deck and drawing the offensive foul. Got the second-ranked junior in the country in this game, Romeo Langford. Wants another three. Give it to him over Bowen.
The stroke is pure. The mechanics are clinic-like.
Campbell on the wing, beats Bowen. Off the screen, leaning in, and Bowen splashes it home.
Romeo Langford, the jab step to create space, and the step back for the three-point shot. Excellent footwork, the use of the dribble, the step back, and that's what you want to do when you're
at this level, but he's adjusting.
He's got a gifted skill set.
Here comes Poole for Lumiere. Pass behind Campbell. Lumiere fortunate there. Open three for Bowen.
Tonight he is on fire.
Campbell slicing into the lane and using the window to put it down.
Campbell, little hesitation, two hesitations, a split, body control layup. You gotta always think you gotta perform in front of college coaches, but tonight Brian Bowen is just playing to win and playing loose.
So is Romeo Langford.
They're playing this game to win and to be prepared for the state championship.
Nice scoop by Sean East there, the junior point guard for New Albany. Campbell.
A lot of people want Brian Bowen, and I can see why. The jump shot, the versatility. Now he's doing work inside. NC State and Michigan State on his list.
The final five for Bowen. Langford and one at the other end, refusing to give in despite the large lead for Lumiere.
That's why Matt Painter, Rick Pitino, and Bill Self are all in the house. Langford on the baseline, gets the hit, keeps the ball. How about the, always notice. How about the Prados is preparing him for the state tournament run. They want a state championship. They want to play the best talent that they can, and Lumiere is #1 in the nation right now.
East blocked by Jaren Jackson. There's the defense from the future Michigan State Spartan. And Campbell elevating and laying it in with the harm.
Love the block by Jaren Jackson. You know, his jump shot's not going in, but he is playing defense. He erases that shot. Beautiful throw-ahead pass. Tyger Campbell impresses me at the rim. Maybe that's why he's finishing.
Campbell already has offers from Michigan State, Alabama, Illinois, SMU, and that list will continue to grow. Another block by Jackson, and out to Campbell. How tough is it for a junior to receive all of that attention at an early age? And a lot of these players taken in by Campbell. And Campbell does it himself. The other way for Lumiere. And Brian Bowen with the layup. Let's check in with Tara Petrolino.
Well, Shane Hireman told me yesterday, Romeo Langford, that deserves a pause, Ted.
It deserves a lot of things. Langford, a facial here in the fourth quarter to bring everybody off their seat.
Oh, Romeo.
Where art thou?
Thank you for finishing that.
Led New Albany to a state championship.
And slowly but surely, he's moved his way up the ranks. He was at number 18 in the class.
Jackson again with the handles at 6'11", lost it. Langford behind the back, guarded by Poole, and he comes up with the follow.
About the quick second jump by Langford. And he's guarding.
Couldn't defend Bowen on the fall away.
The North Central coached by Doug Mitchell, very successful longtime coach. He has Chris Wilkes, who's headed to UCLA, so that's not a bad loss.
By his teammates at the other end.
So the Big Ten looks healthy in the future, Ted. Jaren Jackson headed to Michigan State. Poole down played a long time in the NBA.
Seth short from the baseline, coaxes it down. A three ball. That shot hasn't been there for him tonight. And Langford hangs. Nice ovation for Romeo Langford.
I'll tell you what, Lumiere was the better team, but the best player on the court was Romeo Langford.
Savion Southers missing the three at the buzzer, and the top-ranked team in the country beats the man wearing number 1 for New Albany and the rest of the Bulldogs.